We are returning to the southernmost country in the largest continent in the world.
Yes. South Africa.
Correct. Why would we be going there, Dave?
Oh, I think that would mean you want to hear some Nasty C again.
Absolutely, man. This is Nasty C EAZY.
That's one of the first ones, and that's been requested a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
One of those I can't possibly shout out everybody.
No.
It's been mentioned, discussed, thumbs up. So, yeah.
Many times.
Definitely looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too. And we're keeping this kid raw for us so that we'll get real reactions and everything. But, man, I'm starving for him. We've so far really loved what we've heard. And I'm just hungry to hear more. So let's roll it. Nasty C EAZY, baby.
Yes. Easy.
I've hit play. I hear. Oh, here we go. Interesting.
I see you change the way you feel about me when the lights hit my jewelry. It's a lot of bad things, yeah, I'm right where I should be. Every blessing that I prayed for fell right down onto me. Stress-free, I'm moving. Stress-free, I'm moving. Easy.
Wow.
Easy. Playing. I done lost my Rolex. I could give a fuck about a milli rock. Do you know how to pole dance? Do you know how to pole dance? Each summer I'm a snowman. Hallelujah, time to eat. Came in this bitch with the heat. Came in all white, I'm a unicorn. Fuck the law, fuck the uniform. Can't believe that I was fucking poor. Now it's black cars, nigga, you be yours. Ass club on the roof. I am not a crack addict, I'm a booty boy. In the jungle, that's where I was born. I go bananas inside the foreign jiggy. I see you change the way you feel about me when the lights hit my jewelry.
This is beautiful. This is kind of beautiful, man. It has.
Yeah, he's singing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a bit more of like almost a pop thing with the a lot of singing.
Yeah, I mean, at first when I heard it, like, just me personally, when I heard the intro beat, I'm like, what is going on here?
Oh, interesting.
I didn't like it. It's just the toy. I'm just not a big fan of follies and toys.
Follies,
you know,
what
and
are
music.
What are follies and toys?
So, like, follies are usually like, all right, so like toys, we know what a toy is, right? When you play with a toy, it winds up and has that cranking sounds or doops. But follies are like real life sounds, right? Like sometimes I like them.
Foley,
you know what I mean? Like
Foley's.
Yeah, there's just two things I'm not a big fan of.
I was liking the lyrics, and I'm not a huge alteration voice guy, but it's nothing thick, and he's having fun playing with it, and I don't know. I don't know. Let's we need a little more. Let's go.
It's a lot of bad things, yeah, I'm right where I should be. Every blessing that I prayed for fell right down onto me. Stress-free, I'm moving. Stress-free, I'm
I like that.
moving. Easy. Second thought is getting more money, no midget digits. I want nothing but hundreds. I seen them see me, then their eyes was flooded. I wonder if it's cause I dress like an onion. Today I woke up felt like taking a dump on some bitches. Bitch, niggas all the above. I got really rich. You ain't nothing but a bum. You silly bitch. I'm as hard as they come. Ain't get it, did you? Like how I don't get why we got some issues. Like I'm supposed to call to confirm I miss you. Keeping it vague if the shoe fits you. Keep it on and kick rocks, nigga. I'm so cocky, think my cock got bigger. I'm so hungry, I eat pot, nigga. I'm expensive and I'm worth a lot. If you get out of pocket, then so does the Glock. Nigga, y'all changed me, and goddamn it, I like it. Say she disappointed, I used to be the apple of her eye. Bitch, bite me. I'm as blessed as they come, but I curse like I'm Riley. And frankly, I like this and I try not to though, cause know the online me. Then I see you change the way for
come on.
Stress free, I'm moving. Stress free, I'm moving easy.
Are you trying to? Okay. What would you like to say now?
Oh, who is tapping it like that?
You were a ghost.
I only hit it once, and then it just kept on doing that.
Well,
Anyway.
I'm definitely going to blame you because this is not the first time you've had issues with stopping.
It's
the,
just,
the
I just
video.
think that the remote control in Zoom might not be as clean as we would like it to be. You know,
You're
it is what it is.
blaming the Zoom is just incredible. Don't you think this would be like a nationwide epidemic because everyone uses it and they would, never, you know about that spacebar issue with Zoom, right? Oh, yeah. No, I think it's you, but what you got?
I never blame the user. I blame the product.
Well, we always know if the user is you never blame the user. Because you never blame yourself. That's that we've all figured out as a community over these last few videos when it comes to the spacebar. But what you got, man? What do you got?
So here seems like he's saying, like, all right, listen, I used to be this person that you liked, right? And now something inside me changed, and now you don't like the new me, and I don't regret that, you know? And I think everybody can relate to that a little bit. You know, I think he's probably talking about it as musically or whatever, where it's just like,
I think it's...
hey, I used to be the sucker or whatever, you know, or like, I was the apple of your
poor.
eye.
Andy was
Yeah,
poor.
and poor.
Andy was, musically unfamous. And now he's musically famous. Stuff
Right,
like
it's
that.
like well, I mean, isn't that kind of like the weird irony of it, right? Because a lot of times, you know, like me as someone, I'm still not like the wealthiest person, but, you know, it's just sort of like the people that get on you the most about being poor when you start to rise up and get better, they're the first people to drop you.
Yeah.
I've noticed that. You know what I mean?
100%.
And so he's like, well, you're the one that changed me and made me into this, and I was the apple of your eye.
Yeah.
And now
you're the one who
sudden,
changed me, and I like it. You know,
I like what I became,
right?
But you don't like me no more.
Exactly.
You know,
and that happens. I think it's super relatable with because everyone's trying to better their life some way or another.
Yeah,
you know, and everybody else is not helping. It's like,
right.
You know, people only want you where they want you. They only want you where they need you. You know, they don't. It's hard for most to be like authentically like, wow, you're doing better, fantastic. I hope you're happy. That's all I care about for you. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute, motherfucker. Well, you were on my level. Where the fuck do you think you're going, man? Right. You know, so...
Oh, you forgot where you came from.
Yeah, man, you don't even know us no more. You ain't real no more. You fucking left us behind. You know, you ain't real. And all that. So it's like the first thing that goes is the first wave of people you know. And that was where you're from and who you know, where you're from, like mentally, emotionally, physically, you know. So he's you know, and it's like, I'll tell you, since we stopped it last or whatever, lyrics really picked up and the message is a lot more clear of what he's talking about. That perspective has really come through for me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Shall we carry on?
If you can. Music's excellent.
All right, all right. One thing I gotta ask about about these songs, right?
Yeah.
Are these made from the perspective that he's already made it and he's talking like this, or is it sort of like he's making it
Well,
and he's talking like this,
the last
or is it
one,
that? Yeah,
I would assume he's already made it. Because, all right, this one it sounds like he's already made it because he has
yeah,
that definite look back on you, like you were I was the apple of your eye kind of thing or whatever.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the one Jack was interesting. He had a line. He's like, "I'm making so much money, I spend it all right away, but it's so, but I could make it all right back." He's like, so I think that also was he's already made it because
Right,
he
right.
said I used to have Jack, I had Jack shit in the fridge or in the da 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 and everything. So from what I've heard, it's always been like, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm here and I was poor and I'm never going back. You know, that
Right, right.
Jack seemed to be talking about like, I'm never going back. Can't believe it, but I'm never going back. I'm making all this money and then I spend it just as fast and then I can make it all back. It's like,
Right, right.
so that was like in the throes of being so new. He had one weird line in here that I liked, which I would love to learn, figure out the meaning of. He's like, but I lost my Rolex. He said he had lost his Rolex and went right into another line, and just the fact that it didn't seem to bother him, but it seemed to be like, I didn't quite understand. Like, did he lose some of his success or his money or something like that? This one,
I mean, I
knows.
think it's just that, maybe part of it because he's talking about bling so much, and he doesn't really talk about bling in what we've heard so far,
No.
but he's talking about his jewelry, his diamonds, he said a Rolex and things like that. And maybe that's ultimately like his way of saying, like, yeah, I'm shining now, but that's maybe it's that bling is why you don't like me no more. It might be a little bit more introspective than I'm giving this credit for.
I really think it is, quite frankly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's just just I don't know if that's the introspection that the song is actually reaching for. That the bling is making you, because he was also talking like he just likes the chicks or whatever. He likes a pole dancing bitch, man. He's just like,
Right,
he
right.
still really hasn't changed on that. That's his thing, not the bling so much is kind of what I was getting. But still, he's making crazy money.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in a place where crazy money even makes sense, like in the sense of like maybe there's not so many people with it, and like, I don't know. It's like we're here in America, so we've got a billion sports teams and such like that where all these
Right.
guys and girls are, rich from athletics to music and to this. We're just a big country, really.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of places you think you would go to if you were rich. Every city has its fancy side. Where he's at, where he's from, I don't know if it's quite the same. Is there fellow rappers that are famous and rich? I don't know. Is there fellow athletes there? Maybe, but it's probably a smaller community of like young rich people.
Quite possibly.
So that might be a weird
I
thing.
don't know. It's just like
I felt a difference in this song from the others. I felt the
Mhm.
perspective I was wondering about at the first time we stopped. Is it the same angle as the last one? Ultimately, I think no. I think it is a different perspective, though the same sort of topic. It's a young
Yeah,
man
I'm with you.
who's not looking to do anything but make some great music, who's trying to figure out what this fame and shit means when he's still just a young cat. So, but where you weren't, I was kind of hooked with the music pretty quickly. I pretty much
Yeah.
was, this is going to be different.
Yeah, this one had to grow on me just a little bit.
Yeah.
I liked it the more it went on. But yeah, it's It's a good track.
Hey,
I think it's a great suggestion from everybody that brought it up. I could see why a lot of people like it.
Oh yeah, me too. Because there's modern songs over here that sound like this, though I'm not studying them and stuff, some new music or whatever. But you could kind of hear it in the radio. I'm in the car when I'm driving around or something, flip around, I hear this modern stuff. But this by far kills that. It's the same stylish music, the same, like they want the same effect through the chorus and some singing, but it's not as good. They're just not as good or interesting. I don't know if that's because he's foreign that he's saying more interesting things and words and rhymes, or if it's just because he's better. And I honestly, from the other music, I think it's just he's better. But hey, man, nothing is easy. No. So that's why I like this track too. I think his issue with his fame and money is how easy it's coming. And the kid is wise enough to know there's going to be a shoe falling on his fucking head if he doesn't look out. It can't be this easy. That's what he was saying in Jack. It can't be this easy. And then, he has a song called Easy. So,
well, I knew a producer out here. I won't say who, but he said
big, little, or small.
I'll tell you after.
Come on, you could say big, little, or small to the audience.
Say bigger than small.
Medium.
Anyway, so he was saying that if you're in the top 5%, it's pretty easy in the business. The problem is getting to the top 5% in talent. You know what I mean? And that's the thing.
Well, that's interesting.
With Nasty C, yeah, you know what? He's definitely in the top 5%
He's
in talent.
He's pouring out by birth or something with talent. The kid's full of talent.
Yeah. Yeah, so
he's too young to have the perspective to know.
Yeah, so for him, as I said, is it really that easy? Is it really this easy? Well, if you're as talented as he is, yeah, it's probably that easy. Now, obviously, he's had a lot of luck too, because, hey, there's plenty of people that are super talented that get on labels, get with a great producer, and their music never sees the light of day. We've seen
we know a lot
that
of
on this channel. Yeah. So
I think it is a link to the chain of the story of his life. Mm-hmm. So I like it in connection to what we've heard, and I can't wait for more. And of course the tracks where he's just loose and not so introspective too, But anyway, Nasty C, Easy. Good lesson there. See ya.
Good lesson.